If my pants come down and my love comes out, would you ride me like a man tonight? Anyways, speaking of getting shafted, yeah, this is gonna be a quick one. I just want to tell this story. So, this is 10 years ago. Now you gotta understand the situation. I'm roughly 30 years old at this point. Now, having spina bifida, having physical ailments, I was still technically living at home. No, I was still living at home in my late 20s, yes. Due to situation. Okay, let's just put it that way. So, my mother died, what? I was probably 27, 28, pushing 28 when she died. So, it was at least a good 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, where I was still living there. She died in 2005, and I moved out August. Well, not moved out, I was thrown out. August, whatever the fuck it was. So, 2007. So yeah, we're talking a good 2 years. And I was about 30 at the time. I think I had just like turned 30. So yeah, I was still at home in my late 20s. But again, it was, mostly due to circumstances. Plus, my mother was dying of cancer, and, I had to do stuff, and it worked out. Let's just put it that way. That's how it worked out. Well, when my father decided to go and do his thing with another woman, my mother wasn't even in the ground, and he was off whoring around. Whatever. Anyways, so she basically evicts me 2 years later, throws me literally out on my ass, and I had nowhere else to go except go rent the apartment from Graham. Now, she had a legitimate apartment. It wasn't like I'm living with my grandmother. I mean, think about that. 30 years old, living with your grandmother because you got evicted from your home. Your childhood home that you've been in since you were a kid. Okay, I admit, my life is pathetic. My life isn't like, sodomy and sunshine. It's not good. Not that that's good either, but you know what I mean. So, I remember I'm sitting up here. I think I was laying in the bed, actually. I was doing something. And all of a sudden, this is probably 3-4 days after moving here. All of a sudden, I hear, Peter! 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 I hear Graham at the foot of the stairs. Now, keep in mind, the foot of the stairs is literally like right through I mean, my bed is like right next to the door. So like I can hear her screaming, calling my name. So I get up and I go to the hall, and I'm like, what? What do you want, Graham? Because she's always in something. She's always had her nose up somebody's ass. Her nose was somewhere. And I was like, okay, what do you want, Graham? What do you need? What can I do to settle you down? And she's like, Peter, the state police are on the phone for you. Peter? Why are the state police on the phone for me? So I was like, okay, I'll come down. I had my flip-flops on because whatever. And I go down the stairs. Now at this point, she was still spry at this moment. So she had actually gone from the bottom of the stairs into the kitchen before I even got down the stairs. I go in to her kitchen, coming from the hallway through the living room, and she hands me the phone. And she's like, whispers, it's the state police. And I can't remember if she told me or I don't remember. And I'm like, what the fuck is this about? Anyways, I pick up the phone. I don't even know if it really was the state police. It could have been It could have been my stepmother being a bitch with getting some guy on the phone to fuck with me. But apparently a state police officer wanted to discuss with me why I threatened the lives of my father and his mistress. And I'm like, what? What? Now, I did leave kind of a scathing, like, go fuck yourself thing. I did. I admit that. I basically told them to go fuck themselves. But to life threaten, to threaten their lives, I was complete, because you understand, it's just I'm new to this situation. I've never not been at home. Okay, I'm like thrust into the universe, and not by choice. Half my stuff isn't even here yet, because I can only take so much at the first trip. So I'm like, what? I was like, what? I said to the guy, I literally said it in that tone. I was like, what? What? I threatened their lives, huh? Now, at this point, Graham is like, what? She's going all nuts. And I'm putting my hand up. I got the phone in one hand. I'm like, with the other hand holding Graham off. And I'm like, Graham, you got to stop. I got to, Anyways, so I leave the kitchen because I want to get away from her. I want to be able to talk to this guy and, answer his questions without her, like, right there in my face. So I kind of mosey into the living room a little bit. Well, she stayed in the kitchen. All of a sudden, you hear this bloop sound. Bloop. And you can clearly hear that she's on the other line. Because there's just that open line sound where it's just everything sounds fucked up. And the guy's asking me questions like, did you do this? And I didn't remember what the questions were. But it was like, are you going to come kill your family, basically? And it was like, I have no desire to leave the house, okay? I'm not going to go kill nobody, okay? You don't have to worry. It was either said in the heat of moment, whatever it was they supposedly thought I said, that I was going to kill them, which I don't know where the fuck that came from. But, whatever. Anyways, as I'm giving my soliloquy, if you will, to this quote-unquote state police officer, which I don't even know if it was or not, like I said. It could have just been some random dude fucking with me, that they know. They could have been sitting there laughing and hee giggling too. Who knows? Who knows? All of a sudden, Graham has the other phone, and she's got it right up to her face, to the point where all we can hear is her breathing. And it wasn't just like, you could almost deal with that. But this was like one of those obscene phone calls, like, I mean, it was just, and I'm like, Graham, you gotta get off the phone. I can't hear the guy, because, it's possibly the state police. And she, you can hear her go, She, like, pulls the phone away. And a few seconds later, and I'm like, Jesus, Graham, I'm trying. It's like, get the fuck off the phone. I literally said, Graham, you have to get off the phone. I cannot hear. And finally, she after like the third time, no, I'm talking to potentially a state police officer about potentially killing my family, and Graham's given an obscene phone call of, I was like, oh my God. It's like, and she had it like right up, like you hear every breath was like blowing into the microphone, and she's like, you hear her breathe in, and I'm like, oh my Christ. I was like, Graham, I can't hear the guy. And I'm apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry about this. She won't get off the other phone. I can't hear. And then finally, like, I started belittling her for being an idiot, and she finally was like, and she turned it off. And then I was like, I hung up, and I literally was standing. I was standing by that one chair in her living room, and I'm like, the fuck is that shit? Now, the whole collective, her breathing, state police, phone calls, the whole nine. It's like, this is not my life. It's literally, you take a snapshot and say, this is not my life. Holy crap. I mean, that. And then, to top this wonderful story off, they feared so much for their lives that a few weeks later, they ended up giving me a table and chair set for my kitchen because they feared for their life so much. So either they were really, really forgiving, or they were full of shit. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret. They were full of shit. Now, I don't remember at any point saying, I'm gonna come kill you people. See, what it was, I think it was something to do with, because she fucked up my father. I don't know what she did. Like, he was on depression medication. He was on all these medications and shit she got him on. He ain't been on medication day in his life. Then all of a sudden he meets her and gets depressed. I mean, if the dude wasn't depressed up to this point, if he hadn't killed himself up to this point and put a gun in his fucking mouth, I don't know what to tell you. Meets her, and all of a sudden now he's on depression medication. And I'm like, I think because what I did is I left an audio recording, like a whole CD. I think it was like shot fired around the world, I think is what I called it, and left it right there on the desk when I left, so they would clearly see it. And it was something. It was like a bunch of clips and shit. like calling her Hobbit and stuff, and this horrible, like, she's a bitch, and just like clips like this. I don't even remember what was on the disc. I have it here somewhere. I should listen to it again, because it was, it was hurtful. I'm not gonna lie. It was definitely hurtful. It was supposed to be. That was the point. But I think what it came down to was, we were all convinced she was basically going to kill my father. Okay. Or he was going to basically, because he, like I said, he was on prescription medication for depression to the point of he's going to, thoughts of suicide, kill himself. And it was like, this is going to kill him. She is going to ultimately kill him, is what it came down to. And then I get a phone call that I'm threatening to kill them, basically. And it's like, what line were you reading between? Give me a break. I had no time said, I'm coming to the house to murder you all. Okay, I never said that. I didn't even think I even thought that. I don't even think I said it in jest. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I actually said that would constitute mass murder of these two people. I mean, I don't even order pizza. I don't even leave the house to go get a pizza. Okay, I leave the house twice a month. I'm not going 45 minutes back to Tayberg to slaughter you people. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? And then they sit there and call the cops, and then, and that's the end of it. And I asked him later, I was like, what the hell, what was that about? He's like, well, you shouldn't have said what you did. You basically called the cops on me for nothing. Because I shouldn't have said what I said. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, you goon? Are you fucking kidding me? Dale T, you fucking goon. Are you serious? Give me a break. And then they, like I said, they give me a fucking table and chair set. No, it was a hand-me-down table and chair set, but it's still pretty good. I still got it to this day. And again, they feared for their life. This was early September, and sometime between then and Christmas, they gave me a table and chair set. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't give a table and chair set to somebody who threatened your fucking life. You don't. Unless it was a pile of fucking shit. Unless it was a pile of fucking shit. And it was a pile of fucking shit. So give me a break. Give me a damn break. But yeah, just hearing Graham, because again, she was breathing in heavy, and then blow. You know that sound when you're blowing into the mic, like, into the little. Oh my god! It literally was like a porno call. It was like an obscene porno fucking call. Like you see somebody in a fucking rain jacket flashing, you going, breathing heavy. That's what it was. And I'm trying to talk to the fucking state police while she's breathing heavy on the phone. Just, Peter, telephone for you, Peter. It's the state police, Peter. And I'm like, Graham, Jesus. Yeah. It's like, I don't need this. I don't need this. This is shit in my life. I literally just want to sit here with my internet and my cookies and just leave me the fuck alone. Me and my dog, leave me the fuck alone. That's it. That's all I want. I want to be in a room and left alone. That's it. If I happen to peek out and like, hey, okay, then we can socialize. After that, no. Before that, no. In between that, no. I mean, jeez. So yeah, I was 30 years old with my grandmother having an obscene phone call with the fucking state police about me wanting to murder them. No, these are the words, these are the stories, this is the truth. Okay, that'd be a great title for a series. I should remember that one. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you fucking seriously kidding me that this is how the universe treats me? This is what the universe says and dictates is reality for me. Okay? An 80-plus-year-old woman huffing and puffing into the phone while a state police officer asked me if I'm going to mass murder my father and his wife. And his new wife. Because they fear for their lives. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? They didn't fear for shit. DLT knew I wasn't going to kill them. Give me a fucking break. And the idea he was even remotely compliant with that shit is just... You're fucking goon. The guy's a goon. He's a legitimate goon. That's all I got to say on that. You're gonna kill us? You're gonna come and kill us? The guy's on fucking antidepressant medication. No wonder he's paranoid. Okay? Give me a break. Give me a break. And I wasn't the only one to say that. Actually, I wasn't even the fact that the idea of her killing him, or maybe not outright killing him, like, you know, like a game of Clue, but, you know, the idea was that she's putting all this bullshit on him to the point where he ain't going to take it anymore, and he's just going to snap and kill himself or something. Drive himself off the fucking road. And it wouldn't be the first time he tried. He damn near killed us that fucking time. Dude, if they had not had guardrails, I would not be here today. We were coming home from, I think it was Easter. It was a little bit rainy, but not too bad. We had the old van. We had the old minivan. The LT's driving. I'm in the back. The old woman's sitting in the passenger side. He's driving along, and every time he drives, we're going through the countryside, and he's gawking out both windows. And all of a sudden you hear, deer, deer, deer. And he'll literally point. He'll point. Deer, deer, it's a deer, it's a deer. And we're like, DLT, nobody gives a fuck about the deer. Just drive home, shut the fuck up. Well, this time the deer was replaced with a kayaker. A dude in a fucking kayak going down the river. He's like, kayak, kayak. And he's pointing. He's pointing. He's pointing. His teeth are pointing and his finger is pointing. And as he's pointing with his finger, with his right hand, he's pointing. Now you got a picture. He's driving. He's pointing out the old woman's window. So his hand is outstretched, like to her chin, going, kayaker, kayaker, he's a kayaker. His left hand decided to go with his right hand and his head as he turned. The whole fucking vehicle was going down the line. It was between the white line and the yellow line. We were fine. All of a sudden, and he literally turns his entire body. The wheel turns. The wheel goes. The vehicle goes. All of a sudden, I have never heard The sound of crunching metal like I did this day. And my thigh was up against the door, and I could feel the whole thing just, between the sound and the feeling, it was like, holy fucking shit. Okay. He damn near ran us off the goddamn road because of a fucking idiot in a kayak going down the fucking river in the little gully below. Okay. Kayaker! And literally turned the vehicle toward the kayaker. Like he wanted to literally turn the vehicle so he could get a better look at the fucking kayak. That's what it was. Essentially what it was. He was like, and the whole thing swerved and just crunching of metal on metal and sparks and shit. Like there were sparks flying off because you got the metal of the door and the metal of the rail and it's just sparks everywhere. And Jesus Christ. My mother, I don't think she said a word. I don't think she said a fucking word. She yelled, Daryl! She was like, Daryl! Once he got back on the straight and narrow, she didn't say a word. She didn't say a single word until we got home. And the word she used when she got home, I can't even repeat. We pulled in, she got out of the car, and it was like, you could literally read, go fuck yourself, as in her mannerisms. Like, go fuck yourself, Dale T, you goon. we get out of the car and we take a look at it, and that's where the whole racing stripe thing came from. It was a literal racing stripe from the fucking front end of the vehicle all the way to the back. Both doors, the bumper, the front bumper, the back bumper, the ass bumper, the whole thing. There was a skid mark all the way across the fucker. No, my mother was, I don't want to say she was vain, but she didn't like scuffs and scratches on her vehicle. Like, this had to be repaired immediately. Like, immediately. Like, she was not going to drive around in a clunker. That was just the one thing that bugged her. Her house was a mess. Believe me, my house was a mess too. She didn't care about any of that stuff. Didn't give a damn. But the personal appearance and the vehicle appearance, that was a huge thing. And this fuck in the paint, it was like this white grayish metal just streak from one end to the fucking other. And I started to laugh. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking moron. I literally said to him, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You know, he started agreeing with me. I was like, oh my god, he's a fucking goon. He's a legitimate goon, dude. Oh my god, these fucking I swear to god, the whole fucking family couldn't have been born into royalty, couldn't have been born into, whatever, even a little bit of money. Nah. Nope, I gotta get saddled to these fucking idiots. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, now he didn't want to, kill himself in that moment. So when I say he tried, I meant that more jokingly, but you get my point. He damn near ran us off the road. If that guardrail hadn't been there, we would have, I don't know if we would have died, but we definitely would have been injured. Because it was a ravine. It was like, if it had gone off, we may have actually tipped the fuck over. We would have flipped over a couple times. Because he was going, he literally jerked the wheel. When I say jerked, I mean, again, we're going straight, and then all of a sudden, imagine if you're just going, and the person in the passenger seat just reached over and grabbed the wheel and just yanked it toward them, and just went, poof. You literally just go from straight and narrow to just right in a heartbeat. Okay, that's what we did with, poof. And again, the sound of that metal, and just I could feel it vibrating through my legs, and it was just as horrendous, like Jaws of Life, kind of like ripping metal from your body to get you out of the fucking. It's like that grinding sound that you hear in movies and stuff. That metallic rape is what it's basically what it is. That crunching metallic rape of metal on metal. I'll never forget the sound. Oh my God, it was, oh Jesus. So this is the type of shit that I'm dealing with. You know, this is the type of goonery that I'm dealing with. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to leave you with that thought because, Jesus, in the morning, holy fuck. I mean, my family, I swear to Christ. Anyways, that's all I got for today. So, you know what? Whatever. Anyways.